Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Black Clover M video. Today's video we're going to talk about skill page. Alright, so skill page is like light cone in Honkai Star Rail, or weapon in Genshin. So every character can equip one skill page. So as you can see, you go here and you equip this particular thing right here, right? So skill page is going to be what that helps your character to improve the strength overall, aside from their gears, right? As you can see, skill page has two separate categories. All right, let me show you guys right here. So you can see the first category is this one. These are all the universal skill page. As you can see, these only have one passive skill. All right, so you can see passive skill, deal damage 7%. This one is very good, by the way. And then you can see this one passive skill, and then you can see this one only have one passive skill. And then there's one more, which is a class specific skill page. So this one, since Lotus is a debuffer, that means I can put all of these skill page that are unique. They have an upgrade skill and passive skill, but this only, you can only use a debuffer, can only be used for debuffers, right, in this case. However, this, if I were to equip this one, for example, I'm not able to benefit from the upgrade skill, because this is going to be specifically to this character, which is Nebra Silva, right? So you can see it's written right here, right? The upgrade skill and passive skill are activated if you put it on Nebra Silva. But if you only put it on Debuffer Mage, only the passive skill is activated. In this case, I will only get the 17% chance to remove increased defense bar from an enemy upon attacking. So the rule of thumb generally is, if you have a specific skill page for that character, you should be using it. Alright, for example, this is my Mimosa Vermilion. I managed to get this particular skill page. So this one will improve, you know, not only do I get the upgrade from my skill, right? As you can see, plenty of buffs right here. I also get this one, passive skill, 20% chance to grant all allies remove one debuff upon using skill 2. Now, let's talk about the best skill pages in the game, hopefully give you guys a better idea. Now, where do you get skill page naturally, right? So there's a lot of ways. Number one, pulls. I'm sure you guys are aware, if you go to summons, to get the specific skill page, you can also pull for skill page, but ideally this is not recommended because there's a lot of universal skill page, which we're going to talk about shortly. But you can see, you can also get skill page from here, right? For example, if you pull in this banner, you can see, even though it's character, but it's shared, this 4% is shared between both skill pages, the 4% rates, and mages. Although skill page has a lesser chance, 1.5% to happen or to occur, right? So keep that in mind. There's also specific skill page banner, and if you go to the every single one of these, they will have the same probability, right, of skill page. However, the universal skill page can be obtained from the friendship summon, which I do recommend. Add a bunch of friends. You will be able to do this every single day. Now you can see in this friendship summon, you will be able to get a lot of good skill pages actually here. The SSR skill page has a 0.5% chance of occurring. Now some of these are really good, like this one, Breath of Darkness gives all attack plus 10%. Also there's this one that gives more HP 10%. These are all very good skill pages, right? There are some low rarity ones that you also want to pay attention to. Now also you can farm from the challenge in the normal challenges memory hall, right? As you can see, you can get skill page right here as well, right? So in the World 1 you can't get it, but World 2 you can see the second boss, usually they will drop some skill page sometimes. The chances are very low. I don't know what's the percentage, but it feels like it's super low. I've been farming the second one to try to get some of these, but so far I have no luck. If any of you guys have managed to get one or two skill pages, let me know in the comment section below. I'm just curious, what are the odds of this, right? But you can see, right, you do get plenty of these skill pages. Now what are the best skill page generally? So let's jump into the glossary. That way we can show you guys and talk a little bit about each of these category, right? So like I mentioned, again, I'm going to mention this again. Generally, you want to go to the specific character skill page if you can, right? That's going to be the general rule of thumb. Now, this one is going to be very good for attacker. If you guys are not aware, this one gives you attack plus 10%, as you guys can see, right? This one is like one of the best one for almost all the attacker. However, if you don't have the, I believe everybody get this for free, right? In the tutorial pool. Aside from this one, if you're looking for the character specific one, the low rarity ones, you want to pay attention to this particular one. This one is going to be for solid silver. So this one, the upgrade skill is cool if you put on Solid Silver, but for other characters, you're gonna get the crit rate plus 7%, which is a very, very good passive. Now, if you don't have this one, hopefully you at least have this particular one. Now, this one is going to be very good for a lot of attackers. All attack plus 5%. Now, this is at level 1. You should probably be using this because I believe you can upgrade this easily to level 10. Alright, 10%. I believe I do have one character that is using that. I forgot who, but definitely if you have an attacker, consider using that. Definitely use that as an option. This one is also very good for sure. This particular one, damage dealt plus 7%. Consider using this as well. I don't think I got this for free, right? But this is one of the better ones for sure. Every time you do enhance, it does give you more increased damage. So for now, if I can enhance that, it's going to increase it to 8%. 8% damage dealt. Extremely strong. But yeah, like I mentioned, this particular one, I only have one copy. But if you can get multiple copies of this, get it up to 10%, it's going to be very beneficial. So particularly, that's going to be the best one for attackers generally, right? Now for debuffers, it's a little bit complicated. There's not much good ones for debuffers, right? Ideally, for me personally, you can either go for one of these, the defense penetration, not this one. For the universal one, you can go the one that will give you this one is okay, alright, it's usable, grant 6% increased crit resistance if you don't have anything better to do, better to use. But a lot of players, they do recommend the Magnus one, which is this one I don't have yet, but you can see this one gives accuracy 10% and penetration 10%. Very good passive. If you are a debuffer, these two are going to be beneficial to you, right? Because you want to land your debuffs more often. So Lotus can benefit from this, alongside with any debuffer, Charlotte as well. So this goes all the way up to 20% penetration. But generally, this is a very good one altogether. Now, for defenders, you can either go for this particular one, which gives you HP increase, not this one. There's one particular one, I keep forgetting which one is it. It's not this one. It's not this one. I think it's the next one. This one, max HP plus 10%. This is going to be very good, of course, for universal. Now, if you don't have that one, the S-Star Light Cone, I believe every single defender can also benefit from. I believe that's going to be the first chapter. You can see inflicts 10% reduced damage taken on a boss upon taking damage from them. This is alright, but it only works against bosses. As far as I know, it doesn't work on PvP. But you should also consider using this particular one because this gives you max HP 5% and defense 10%. You know what? I'm currently using this on my Mars and it works extremely well. Highly recommend that one. Now, as you can see, my Mars was able to get this particular one maxed, and you can see HP 5% and defense 30%. If you max this all the way up to level 6, 30% defense and HP 5%, massive. Alright, massive stats boost. You could also consider using this particular one. Alright, so this one do give you 20% chance to inflict a 5% attack reduction debuff on an attacking enemy upon taking damage. Obviously, this one is going to be, if you can go higher, the debuff is going to be higher. But at low level, at level 1, I feel like the other one is going to be better. Alright, so in this case, for me, this one makes more sense. As you can see, I get 600 more power as well. So that's going to be for the defender class. Consider using that. Now let's talk about the healing one. Particularly, let me see if I can bring up my mage. I do have a couple different ones, but one of the better ones that you can use, universal ones, is going to be this particular one, right? Obviously, this one gives HP recovery plus 7%, but most of you guys probably have this particular Light Cone, the Gentle off. So this one, if you can max this, it gives you HP recovery 10%. I believe at level 1 is 5%, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So get this up to max. This is going to be a very good one. Just gives you straight up healing altogether. Yeah, as far as I know, those two are going to be very good. Now, last but not least, the supporter. Alright, so supporters are generally someone like Charlotte, for example. Right now, I do equip this particular one, but because I want her to do more damage. But generally, for supporters, you could... Wait, no. Charlotte is a debuffer, my bad. Supporter is going to be like this guy, Finral. Okay, So Finral, obviously his one is going to be the best one, but some of you guys might not have this particular one. Actually, this one is very good in general. This particular, I keep wanting to say Litecoin skill page. This particular skill page, you can see it gives you this passive 30.5% chance to grant 10% increased mobility upon using skill 2. Overall is a very good one. Now if you don't have that, the Valtos one is a very good one as well. Grants a 5% increased mobility buff upon using special skill. Now you're gonna get that for sure. 5% increased mobility is not too bad. One more that you can consider using is the Vanessa's skill page. Stop saying Litecoin. Skill page. Vanessa skill page. Alright, let me show you guys which one am I talking about. It's an SR Litecoin with the Vanessa icon, this particular one. So you can see grants 20% increased damage resistance buff to the ally with the lowest HP ratio for 1 turn upon using skill 2. So this is what you want to use for supporters in general. Alright, so keep that in mind. Now as for the universal ones, like I mentioned, this one is pretty good actually. Alright, this one is not bad. Grants a 40% increase defense buff, 6% increased HP recovery buff. For some characters, defenders, this is a very good universal one. This particular book, like I mentioned, 10% HP. This one, everybody should consider using this on your attackers, right? That one is going to give you a lot. This particular one is also not bad, alright? 12% increased damage dealt upon attacking a boss. I don't have any of these, so, you know. And the last but not least, I hope most of you guys have this one. This is a very good one for attacker. Damage dealt 7%. If you can buff this, furthermore, it's going to be able to increase your damage even more. So those are generally the best skill books. The rest, I wouldn't bother using them. But yeah, hopefully this is going to give you guys a general idea of what skill pages that you should consider using for your characters. Those are the better ones. Hopefully, you know, once more skill pages get added to the game, I'm going to consider checking them out and make a updated guide. But for now, this is going to be a good starter guide for you guys. Focus on the Litecoins that I mentioned, especially the lower rarity ones. There are some that are really good. So yeah, with that being said, that's going to be it for this video. Subscribe, give this video a like, and yeah, take care. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Make sure you guys stay tuned. I have more guides coming really soon. But yeah, for now, I'm going to go grind a little bit more. I'll show you guys my account update. I think a lot of you guys probably want to see where I'm at currently in the game. So that's going to be next. As always, have a nice day. Goodbye.